What's up, everyone? We have the results for the final Power of Veto win of the season, and things start to go on rocky shores with Vinny and Morgan. We've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Well done. Right before we get started, if you are new around here, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm here breaking down Big Brother every single day, occasionally joined by my wonderful spouse, Sammy, who pops by every now and then. And I'll remind everybody that we've got Survivor and Amazing Race coverage coming starting tonight. This is, I was going to say coming soon, but it's tonight. Survivor 49 premieres tonight, so we'll be breaking that down. And spoiler alert, this one's going to be joining, so get excited for that. And then we've got Amazing Race tomorrow, and you might show up for that one as well. We'll see. But yes, folks, subscribe because we're covering those as we head into the fall. And also hit the like button. It takes all of 0.2 seconds. Just click that little thumbs up down there. And it really, I mean it, every single like goes a really long way. As a smaller content creator, they really mean a lot. And one more thing, I do put a lot of effort into these videos, so if you feel like buying me a coffee, please consider leaving a super thanks in the comment section below. Thank you. We need a little mime thing on the side there. Really get into this. A super thanks in the comment section below, or hitting up my PayPal link in the description. But without further ado, let's get to the update. Alright, gang, sit yourselves down, grab a seat, grab some snacks, grab a drink, because it's time. Sam's got Arizona, there we go. Not product placement, but if Arizona does want to sponsor, then my email is open. There you go, just plug it a bit more. But yes, folks, we are here for the last update on a Wednesday this season. So, it'll be until July next year is when we'll see you next time on a Wednesday for Big Brother chats. But, of course, it's Wednesday, so wonderful Sam has came along. Sam, how are you doing?
I'm great.
You could sound a little more convincing.
There's nothing going on, guys.
There isn't a lot going on in this house. So, but there's a few talking points.
No, there is.
There's a few.
No, I exaggerate.
So, get ready for 10 minutes of content dragged over 20. I hope you're all ready for this.
Don't worry, we'll make it entertaining.
No, we will. We promise. That's what we endeavour to do in these days where there isn't a lot to do. Pinky promise. When there isn't a lot to talk about, our goal is to just at least keep you guys entertained for a fair amount of time. Okay, so first of all, we'll talk about the nominations. Of course, with Morgan as the head of household, it comes as no surprise to anybody that she didn't nominate Vinny. She put... You sound shocked, Sam.
Oh my god, I really thought...
I'm just going to let Sam do it.
I really thought she would have put up Ashley and Vince.
Really? You thought you would put up... Okay, yeah. Well, while Sam is on planet Zorp, I am going to come back down to planet Earth and remind everybody that she nominated Ashley and Ava for eviction. What a shocker. And then the Power of Veto came around, and the Power of Veto was won by...
Morgan!
I've got to say, I am beyond impressed.
Yeah.
She is locking this game up.
She's got it.
She's got the padlocks. She's got the keys. She is putting the key in the padlock. She is closing the padlock. She's locking it up, basically. That was a long way of saying she's locking it up. I think Morgan is absolutely crushing it. She has got the HOH and veto this week. And her endgame has been fantastic. Sam, what's your take on Morgan's game?
Morgan's game, it's been so up and down. Like, what a roller coaster. There was one point in the game where I was just like, she's playing a really bad game right now. Because she was just so clouded by so many other things. She didn't have her head in the game.
Toothbrush.
Toothbrush. But I think, like a couple weeks ago, there's just been a fire lit under her ass. And she's like, I'm going to win these comps. I'm going to make moves for myself and, like, go in on strategy, too. And she's getting in people's heads. She's planting seeds.
She is.
She's doing stuff. She's doing it.
So on the topic of that, I'm going to throw this to you, because this is what a lot of people have been talking about, saying... It's crazy because something a lot of Big Brother fans like to do is compare, and they compare one person to another, and they don't often acknowledge all the intricacies in the middle. They will just compare something at face value.
Yeah,
you know that, right?
Yeah.
You've been in the fandom long enough to know that.
I've seen the Dr. Willa.
Even on face value, that's not even.
I'm sorry, I
So-
just can't agree with that.
Just to fill people in, if you haven't heard of that, yes, there are deluded fans comparing Ashley to Dr. Will. And they genuinely believe this. Like, they go home at night and eat their dinner around the table believing that Ashley is the second coming of Dr. Will Kirby.
It's funny. I mean, they do have similarities, but that does not make them the same player at all.
By the way, when you say similarities, you mean that they both have lived in the house?
Both lived in the house.
And then it stops there.
Well,
Let's move on. No.
Ashley hasn't won a lot of... She maybe won... Did she win
What?
one?
Okay, that's ridiculous.
No, I'm just trying to, like, come at the perspective of the people that are comparing them.
Okay.
I'm not saying that they're similar.
Let's come at that perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between, introducing the brand new Dr. Will. It's Big Brother 16's Victoria. She didn't win any comps, so therefore she's like Dr. Will.
No, I'm just laying out the comparisons. I'm not saying that I agree. I'm just laying them out.
Yeah.
Haven't really won competitions. Good reads on the game. That's it.
That said everything. The hands said everything now. But getting back to what I was going to talk about in this comparison was, I've seen a lot of people saying, why are people supporting Morgan way more than they supported Jag when he comped out? And
very different games.
Thank you. Very, very different games. Because people love to do that, especially on Twitter. They grab a face value thing and go, oh, so you support Morgan, but you don't support Jag. Okay, leave off. Do you even know the game? Like, okay, right. I'm
They just want to be mad at something.
I'm gonna throw this to you. What do you think are the differences between Jag's game and Morgan's game? Because remind everybody that Jag did comp out and he did get a lot of comps.
Yeah.
And everybody's saying, yeah, go Morgan. But again, people are having that assumption that it's just like we're viewing Morgan as just a comp beast. But like it's not. And people are like, okay, so if Jag's a comp beast and Morgan's a comp beast, why are you supporting Morgan but not Jag? Listen, there's so many more layers to that. And also, I feel like people also forget just things like on a personal level that like some people are more enjoyable or less enjoyable or whatever. And for me, I prefer Morgan on a personal level to Jag, and I'll say that with my chest. But then in terms of the game, I feel like there are quite a lot of differences.
Yeah, there are. I mean, so I feel like the only similarity between them is the comp wins. That's literally it. Other than that, Morgan has had a far better social game and strategic game. I personally, to me, we can disagree on this. For me, I think Jag had a really poor social game, very poor strategic game.
Needed to win the comps to stay.
He needed to win the comps to stay. Morgan, it's
similar to Keanu, but I don't know. It's because there is that age-old debate, but it's like I feel like people I think the people who do these comparisons are quite often like looking for that kind of gotcha moment. Like, do you know, like gotcha journalism, where it's like they just want to try and catch you out, but it's like
they're different.
Sometimes you can't just compare things like that and that, because it's like there is so much more like to it of like the intricacies of the human brain and how we feel about certain people. It's not like we're just AI droids that go shmeep shmop, Jag won comps, Morgan won comps, equal players. Like that's what people expect you to be like, but it's just not that case at all.
They play wildly different games. Other than the fact that they've both won a lot of competitions. That's literally it. Their social game, their strategic game are very different. Jag also, he was voted out.
Now, I'm going to say this because I feel like sometimes, I think it's fair. I feel like he gets all the crap for that, and it sucks, but like, we were talking about Ben and Rick Devens last week from Survivor, and Rick got voted out to the edge of extinction, but he came back, and that was the twist.
He worked hard to get his way back in. The difference between battlebacks or like...
Zombie Week.
Or...
Zombie Week was halfway through the season, but no, I can't even think about 25. But no, when Jag came back in because of Matt,
it was just because of Matt. He didn't have, well, besides Bowie Jane, he didn't really have any other solid relationships, and he played badly. That's why he was voted out. And the only way he got back in was because people voted to give Matt a power. Matt didn't earn the power. And he was the only person that would have brought Jag back in. Like, I think they're wildly different from, like, Battlebacks or Edge of Extinction, where you work your way back into it. Jag didn't have to do anything to get back into the house. So I think it's a huge difference.
And I also will say this as well. I feel like Morgan has got a lot to say in the final two chairs.
Yes.
Whereas Jag, I feel like, had absolutely nothing to say.
He only won because Matt's speech was bad.
Matt's speech was the worst final two speech of all time.
He was the person to win. He was the front runner.
I thought Matt was going to win going into.
I thought he was going to win too.
Same, going into finale
I think the jury thought Matt was going to win.
And then Matt stands up and he's like, "Rock paper scissors. I was willing to do that." And I'm like, you think that's a flex? You think that's like that you were willing to do rock paper scissors?
The mafia with Mitt and I.
That season was just a glorified Mickey Mouse clubhouse. It was just so bad.
The only times I caught up were watching your videos.
America.
I didn't watch the show.
America, Sari, and Felicia were my favourites there.
Yep.
And Izzy and Hyson were great, but we lost them way too early. But anyways, enough about 25 and all these comparisons. Basically, people looking for those gotcha moments. There's so much more intricacies than just this person got comp wins and so did this person. So we
make them the same player.
Yeah, right. Like, stop with the comparisons. Sometimes people like people and sometimes people don't. And you might just have to stomach that, even though it might be a little difficult for you. But anyways, Morgan with the veto win.
Yeah.
Fabulous. She is in control. She is locking this game up. And I feel like she's kind of taken advantage of the position Vinny's had in the house and used it to her advantage.
Yes.
But we're starting to see a few cracks. Over the last 24 hours. I'm going to let you lead into this. But yeah, there obviously has been update after update after update about them getting a little closer. But today we bring you an update where things are starting to get a little bit separated. Morgan, I feel like, is starting to distance herself from Vinny. You want to take it away, Sam?
Well, so I think Morgan is, she's trying to distance herself away. I think she wants to, like, absolve herself of, like, guilt. That she could be part of a situation where Vince...
That's it, cheating.
Yeah. Yeah. And, of course, Vinny is obviously, like, he's the major one to blame in this, but, you know...
It takes two to tango.
It takes two. So... I think she doesn't want to, like, make herself look like the bad guy when she gets out of the house, when they all get out of the house. And when she gets out, she can say, well, I didn't do anything. I pushed him away and all this. But, like, before that, before Zingbot, she had no problem with it.
No.
And then Zingbot happened, and then she realized, oh, I think people are perceiving me this way. Because if Zingbot's saying it, the world must think it. So then she started to distance herself more and more and more.
I'm sorry, I'm looking on in pride. You can see me looking on in pride, can't you? I'm just like, that is an impeccable read that Samia said. Like, that, I couldn't have summed it up better myself. The way you said, she couldn't have gave two shits before Zingbot. And then when Zingbot came around, that's when she started thinking about it.
Yeah, because Zingbot is reflective of
the outside world.
Of the outside world and what the audience thinks.
Yeah.
Like, Zingbot is just the Big Brother fans, basically.
Yeah, right. And I feel like she is now constantly thinking about that, and it's like
she knows people are going to have something to say.
She had no guilt about it until she was almost held accountable for it.
Yep. So I think that's definitely what's been going on. And there was something that happened earlier when the feeds were down.
Allegedly.
We don't know what it is.
We'll preface this with it's pure speculation, and we're not going to get too deep into we think this happened because there's no way of knowing, right?
No, we don't know.
But there has been talk of something went down when the feeds were down between Vinny and Morgan that's caused more of a rift. I'll throw it back to you, Sam.
Yeah, we don't know what happened. But what we do know is that Vinny is apologizing to her over and over and over again, and she's trying to set boundaries. Like, in the middle of the night when they were going to sleep, Vince, like, slowly, like...
Oh, that was a straight up, like... Vinny was like... I mean, people say, you know, it's not that bad. Oh, you know, it's... And some people go, it's cheating. He straight up tried to cuddle her.
Spoon her.
And, like, put his arm around in the same way I would do with Sam, like, when we go to bed. And that's when I just... I mean, I've been disgusted by the whole thing so far. Yeah. But when I saw that, I thought, that's just... Yeah. That's straight up cheating. Like, that is straight up cheating.
Yeah, I think... Honestly, even if you're going head to toe with someone, a barrier of pillows between you.
How many times do I have to say if a body pillow is there, it doesn't count as cheating?
Listen, if Tom was in the house, which he would never ever do this, but if Tom was in the house and he had somebody and they went to sleep in the same bed, even if they were head to toe, pillow barrier between them, I would feel hurt. Like, that's a hurtful thing to do to somebody, as to your partner.
Yeah.
Like, and there's no way around it.
I'm going to jump in there. I'd feel hurt too. I really would. I really would.
If it was the same way, if I went in the house and I did that,
it would be a gut punch, unless there was a body. No, jokes aside. But seriously, Sam's right. It's not nice. Imagine you were in that shoes where you were in a relationship with somebody where there's been clear boundaries set. For goodness sake, 7 years. You know. We haven't
even been together.
We haven't been together for half of that, but we're married, and that's something Vince isn't. I mean, I think a lot of people, that's been a topic of conversation. 7 years, like, is it really going to be that serious if you haven't put a ring on it after that long? But that's up to each individual person. Yeah. But for us, I feel like even weeks in, that's a no-go. Yeah, it's just
there's a certain point where it's like game. And then there's, that is personal. That's very personal.
Yep, completely agree.
And, that's not just, getting close to someone and maybe doing a little flirting to, get your way with them strategically. That's, crossing a boundary.
Completely.
And obviously Kelsey feels the same way. Every relationship is different. If they had gone in the house being do whatever you have to do, literally you can sleep in the bed with somebody, that's up to them. But obviously, Kelsey is upset about this.
She didn't show up in his video from home either. I don't know if we talked about. I don't think we talked about that on the videos. But the house guest got videos from home, and Kelsey wasn't on Vinny's, and he was a little upset about that. But again, I am sat here and I'm thinking I'm sorry, I'm not even going to sugarcoat this right now. Are you dumb, bro? Are you dumb? Do you think you can just push and push and push those boundaries and continue to disrespect your girlfriend to the point where you still expect her to show up in your home video and crack a smile and say, I miss you so much? It's insulting.
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Exactly that. That's the perfect phrase for it. It's insulting. And like I said, are you dumb, bro? Seriously, you can't expect her to do that. No. And he was trying to spoon her. But then Morgan, for the first time, kind of backed off and said, "No, I'm too hot. I'm too hot." So then it was almost poetic, like watching a rom-com without the rom and without the com. It was
awkward.
It was Morgan on one side of the bed, on the very edge of it. Mm-hmm. Vinny rolling over, throwing his strop of, oh no, she won't let me touch her. And then so then he didn't say that, but then he rolled over to the other side of the bed. So there was this big gap in the middle of the bed. There was no need for a body pillow anymore, even though it does negate the cheating. We need to just remind everybody of that. This video is sponsored by Body Pillows. Use code TV Talks with Tom to order a body pillow today if you feel like cheating. I mean, getting away with cheating on your spouse. Buy a body pillow today. Thank you for those words from today's sponsor. Back to Sam.
So Vinny and Morgan were talking, and throughout the night he was apologizing to her. He was saying I messed up.
So many apologies. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I feel like I've ruined our friendship.
Let me ask you this before we continue too far. Do you think the apologies were genuine?
I think he doesn't want to feel bad.
I agree. We're on the exact same wavelength. I feel like the apologies are more so what he wants to get out of the apologies rather than it actually being a heartfelt apology. Yeah,
he is that kind of person. From what we've observed on Big Brother, of seeing him 24/7 on live feeds for 3 months.
It's not accurate or anything.
No, not accurate at all. But he does seem like that kind of person that he just doesn't want to feel bad for anything, and he doesn't want to look like the bad guy.
So then turning the waterworks on. It's sad, because I
ruined our friendship.
Yeah. That's what he goes on and I don't want to be too mean, because the thing with Vinny is he's obviously definitely got some troubles that I feel I hope he can work through in the postseason, because even though we joke around and say this, it does completely suck. I'm not trying to take away any accountability, and also the talks of around him playing victim when he doesn't get his way and he cries, that's. As much as we talk about that, that's the way he operates, and that's kind of sad, and I really do hope seriously that he will be okay. As much as it's been the way he's treated Kelsey has been awful, he's a human at the end of the day, and I do want him to be okay, and I just hope that he is all right, because I do feel like he's going to have a really rough postseason.
Really
Probably more than... I'd say more than Riley, if I'm being totally honest, because he's going to... I mean, I'm 99% sure that he's not going to have a girlfriend when he gets out.
Yeah, she's done with him.
And I don't think Morgan is going to want to touch him with a 10-foot barge pole much longer after the season either.
I think with her having a job like gaming and streaming, she probably cares a lot about her reputation and what people think of her. And I think she would probably steer clear of Vinny because she doesn't want any blame on herself or to look bad to people for her career.
Yeah. I also just get the impression that Morgan is one of those people who I think leads somebody on, and then I think she would... Because I think she's been leading Vinny on, if I'm being totally honest. Even though the cheating... Yeah, but Vinny, I'm not saying it's not like a case of him not doing anything wrong, because to me he's the real perpetrator here.
Yeah.
Like that's clear as day to me. But I do think Morgan is the type to lead him on, and then all of a sudden Vinny's going to be like, wait, what? You know, I feel like we're seeing it happen in real time now.
I think he's going to have a really rough time outside of the house. Not to say that like he has no fault in doing that. He did that to himself, but I think he had a conversation with Morgan last night because she was like, are you really unemployed? Because sometimes people lie about their jobs. And he said, yeah, I really am, and I've been really struggling. And like the way he was talking about it was like
vulnerable.
It was very vulnerable and really sad.
Yeah.
And so I think with that and with the public perception of him and not having Kelsey anymore, because like I wouldn't blame her if she was just like, I'm done. And it seems like she is, from what we've seen. And I think he'll have a really rough time outside of the house. And a little part of me is like,
you do. You're human.
I'm a human. I'm gonna feel like a little
empathy,
bit of sympathy, but like also he did that to himself.
That's
the part of me that's like,
yeah, that's how I feel. It's like you did it yourself. I'm sad that he's probably gonna have a hard time, but also it's one of those things where in life we make our bed and then we have to lie in it. Yeah. And sometimes it's as simple as that. Well, with that sad affair, no pun intended, let's pick things up a little bit. There was a funny moment in the day that you caught, and I'm so glad you did. Would you like me to tell the folks what's up with this one, or shall I throw it all to you?
Sure.
You want to take it?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is pretty funny. So, Ashley and Ava were just chatting.
Oh my god, there's Ashley and Ava are in this house as well. I thought it was just Vinny and Morgan. Like, that's all that's going on right now.
Yeah.
But
They've actually been hidden away for days, and they were just released from the basement.
Wow.
So, Ashley and Ava were chatting, and Ashley was like, so if you were, like, single and younger, like, who would you have dated or wanted to kiss of the previous house guests? And Ava's like, you know that guy on Jag season with the beard and the overalls? And Ashley's like, beard? Overalls? Like... the guy with the red hair? And it was like, yes. She has a crush on Red.
That is the most unexpected, out of pocket thing. Okay, for those who don't remember Red, because I'm going to throw him, because he was not, like a little yeehaw kind of guy. Like, that's what I think of. I'm going to throw Red up on the screen right now. That's Ava's crush, y'all. Red, if you're feeling lucky tonight and Ava is deciding to split up with her boyfriend anytime soon, you might be in luck. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. Thank you for joining us. Sam, come here, give me a hug. Oh, Sam, it's so good to have this one on the podcast. I am so happy. It's been such a wonderful addition to have Sam here. Thank you again, everybody, for being so welcoming to this amazing human being right here, whose commentary is also fantastic. I just love having to hear what Sam has to say, because while you guys don't always see it on the updates, when the cameras are off, me and Sam do talk a lot and about all these shows, and I just love your insight, and it's about damn time we got it on camera and got it recorded. So thank you again, Sam, for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed it.
I really have.
Yeah?
I love talking about this stuff with you. It's
even
really
though there isn't a lot to talk about at this point in the season.
We can talk for hours about this kind of thing.
Yeah,
like
to me, this isn't more so like, it's not reflective of what's actually happening in the house. This is just
overall thoughts.
This is just a married couple having a good natter about... Do y'all say natter over here?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to continue
It's such
saying...
a British term.
It's a married couple having a good natter.
Natter.
A good natter about what's going on inside that gaff.
Gaff.
Yeah. So hopefully someone got that. Anyways, folks, the PO box is still open with the address on screen right now. We can't hone in on this one enough. This is the last week of Big Brother 27 and that mail video is coming fast. So get those packages in, get those postcards in, and your package and postcard will be seen in the next video. And like I've been saying every single time, it's going to be as good as what you guys put into it, you know? So if you want to add just a little something to that postcard... Listen, you send a postcard in, you've just extended the video by 2 or 3 minutes. You send a package in, you've just extended the mail video for about 10, 20 minutes. So if you want this video to be as good as you want it to be, then send in something right now. We would love to hear from you with the address on screen right now.
Come say hi to us.
Yeah, listen, Sam said it now, so you have to do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. You can listen to it. Listen,
now.
y'all always listen to me ramble, but if Sam said it...
Yeah.
That's it. Like, yeah.
You kind of got to do it now.
You kind of got to do it now. Keep staring at the address on screen. Subliminal messaging. Ooh. Okay, folks, we would love to hear from you.
So subliminal.
No, it's literally the opposite of subliminal. Anyways, we've got a few super thanks before we close things out. So we will start with this first one from our wonderful patron, Katie Boatman. And Katie Boatman says, I called Morgan early on as a contender. My instincts are usually wrong. Well, I don't think they are this time, Katie. No worries, Tom and Sam. We will still follow you through every show you cover. The community is awesome. Oh, well, that is very, very sweet, and we're very, very happy to have you as a patron and to become a key part of this community, especially Chief. Chief is just the... I can't sing Chief's praises enough. Like, I am so obsessed with Chief. Yeah. Like, I need an Instagram account of Chief updates. Yeah. Do that. You got to do that.
Yeah,
like
or
that's
a whole channel.
A whole channel based on Chief. We got to get Chief the play button.
Yep.
Chief's going to get the play button before I get it. That's almost a certainty. Thank you so much, Katie. And I think your instinct might be right. Thank you, Katie. Next up, we've got David Cushmore. And David Cushmore says, hi, Tom. Halloween is coming soon. We're both very excited for that. We both love Halloween. You and Sam will have to get Halloween costumes and Halloween candy to pass them out on the night of Halloween. Vince needs to get HOH Part 1 of the final HOH. He should win the final POV to secure a spot in the final 3. I think he's done it already. I don't think Morgan's going to use the veto. I mean, we didn't even talk about that in the video because it doesn't even seem like it's a possibility, you know? But I think... Who do you think is going to be evicted? Just a quick fire.
Ava.
I agree. See, I feel like it's a given, you know? Ava's gone. Tom, get some pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. Get some Halloween M&Ms. Certainly will. And yeah, we definitely got to dress up. We did. We were Beetlejuice and Lydia Dietz last year because of Beetlejuice 2, which was so... I love that movie. So good. But yes, very excited for Halloween. Thank you, David. Next up is the wonderful Nadia. Thank you so much, Nadia. I appreciate you. And Nadia says, enjoy watching your program. Enjoy seeing Sam also when she's on. Also enjoy the accent. Well, that's a win-win-win. I'll take that. And yeah, Sam is wonderful. Sounds awesome. Nadia, we appreciate you. Mwah. And then I think this is the last one. Yes, it's the last one. And the last one is from Wayne Hugh Everett. Thank you so much, Wayne Hugh Everett. We appreciate you. Wayne says thanks. We say thank you. We appreciate you ever so much, Wayne. All right, that's all the super thanks for today, folks. And I'll remind everybody, Survivor 49 begins tonight. It's the 49th season, guys, before the big 5-0. I'm going to remind everybody, I'm getting back into Survivor ahead of 50 because I've seen the cast list for 50 and there's some old school legends on there. We're excited about Colby. We're excited about Coach. We're excited about Sari. I'm finally excited to see... You know, arguably my favourite player of all time, Rick Devens, hit the tracks again. I am so excited for Rick. So really a big part of getting back into Survivor 49 is, well, 2 people off this cast is going to be on 50. 2 people from this season are going to be on the big 5-0. So we're catching up. We're going to watch this one in real time, and we would love if you guys joined us for our coverage of there. So tonight, the first Survivor breakdown will be up on the channel, so make sure you've got your notification bell down there turned on for that. Very excited as we begin a new season of Survivor 49.
49.
What, can you believe that? 49. That would take a while to count on, you know? Like, it's insane. 49.
Yeah.
But anyways.
I'm excited to see the people that are going to be on 50.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
See how they play, see what kind of entertainment value they bring.
Yeah, I'm hype. What my hopes going into the episode is I want to see good gameplay and I want to see solid social like alliances being built, just good gameplay in general, and I just want to see focus on the game. We're throwing ourselves back in, and everything Jeff said about this season sounds like it's fantastic. So listen, I'm going to listen to Probes, and we're throwing ourselves back in. Hope to see you there tonight, folks. An amazing race tomorrow, so very, very excited for that. But I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope that you're all staying safe, staying positive, and staying healthy out there, and remember to be kind to one another. But in the meantime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of that wonderful stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey.
And Sam Vasey.
Good night.